I'm Zoe, and this is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Whoop whoop. What do you guys think? Haircut, right? Like cut all, just have a little bit in the front. Kind of fluffy, right? What do you think? What color should we go? I need more color. I need more color. Let me see. Okay. I gotta get you up on it. Get you up on the chat over here. So I can see when people are chatting. So first thing is first. I want to show you guys. So this piece is really old. This piece actually has this braided line, okay? First things first. This one has this braided line. This actually came, I think, from when I first had my boat. I used to have a sailboat where I made clothes by solar power, sailing around to keep a nice view. And this material, so it's actually reversible, right? One side is purple, one side is, one's organic cotton, one is hemp. It has this cool little heart wear buttons. If you want to make them like little shorties, or like even little shorter shorties. I'm like, it's been hella hot, so I'm like, I make them like little pointies. It's got a hood, actually. Right? It's pretty good, actually. I was thinking, actually, should put this hat. And this is really old, so this is maybe like, this design, this thing is maybe like 15 years old. 15 years old. Still good. Look at this. Is what our organic material is. Still soft. This one's a little bit worn down, but it's got color, so it's like a weave. I gotta really open up this window. I want to put this little hat though, you guys. Shit's hilarious. What do you think? I feel like I need it, right? For October. Oh, come on. Go in there good, hat. I need another clip. Hold on, hold on. Okay. Right? I feel like it. I feel like we need it, right? So guys, if you're tuning back in, this is some crazy stuff going down. This is a love read. And hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to set up. If you guys are sending messages over here, okay, so I can see when you guys send my chat, I can see when you guys are sending messages, but I have to like come over to this phone and figure out how to open them. I don't know how. So anyways, I can only see whatever you put in the chat. People do this all the time. If you want to send a private message, you can schedule a private reading. You can email me, okay? So, first things first, I'm going to do the end of this incense coil. Dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, aliens, all of the beautiful creatures and community here. Protecting us, bringing forward the most highest vibrational frequencies and messages of love and light. DivinityWithinThee for your guidance and for your clarity. Okay, guys. So if you're here and you're tuning in and you're part of the collective that needs to understand what's going on for love, take a couple breaths, and I want you to focus on your solar plexus. This is like your stomach space. This is your source of creation. So this is what keeps us most connected to Source. And I want you to feel in as you're receiving these information or as you're calling in information, I want you to feel into the love of the creation that's existing within your solar plexus, within your own being. And hold that vision or that potency. Okay. Oops. Okay, so you guys, if you tuned in last night or the day before, you guys all know, hello, fam. You guys already know that there's some intense things going on in the collective, right? For masculine and feminine energy, there's a lot of big stories happening here, and the readings keep coming through at the end of the other collective readings. And so I am going to address them. I haven't been able to because I have been, it's just been exhausting after doing the collective readings. I don't know why. I've been going to sleep and then waking up early and doing other readings. So, okay. So last night we were tapped into this energy, and this energy is basically talking about collective, waiting for, so feminine, masculine are attempting to come together. There's a holdup, right? There's a waiting, there's a, almost like a stalemate, right? There's like a hold or something, like a holding pattern, like customs, something like this, something weird, right? That may mean something to some of you guys, but they've been waiting for feminine to make a call, right? They want to offer this thing, but they're not sure because they don't want to be turned down, okay? They don't want to take no for an answer, okay? And so what's happening here is the collective is like, I'm having no fun. It doesn't matter what I do, where I go, who I'm with, what I'm doing. Like, doesn't matter how much money or attention or whatever that I have. It's like, I still feel alone. It still feels like a third party situation. I'm still missing collective, right? And I can't stop thinking about them and thinking about all these things that I want to do. Now, I got an interesting channel this morning. So some of them want to come in because they're a little bit afraid that they don't want to ruin something. So they're thinking about coming in with like a proposal, like a bit, like a I don't know how you say it, like a business offer, right? Like they're gonna be like, oh hey, yeah, like let's work on this project together, and we can be business partners and whatever. And it's like because I think they don't want to be just friends or business partners, but they also don't want to like reveal their innermost secrets. It's like they're hitting a wall with it, right? It's like they want to, like, how do they approach you? They're not sure, but they know that maybe for some of you, there's something that you like doing. There's somewhere that you go, or something like this, right? For some, you're working on something and they're trying to figure out how to be able to work on it with you. This 3 of Earth energy. They're like, wow, you don't actually need anybody. They're like, feminine doesn't need anybody. She can like do all of the work. This isn't. It's like, maybe there's a little bit of fear of what they have to offer, or maybe their skills are not what they thought they were going to be. Let's get some Rider-Waite deck. Let's get some clarification on some of this. First, let's go on this one. Okay. Messages, please. Thank you. The B, luck, industriousness, sweet victory. The High Priestess, discernment, persistence, prophecy, vision. Okay, so something that was very strongly coming in to me today too while I was channeling. Like I wake up early sometimes just getting messages and just try to tune out, right? Is that there is some things that you know, that you've foreseen, that you feel, right? If you're feminine, if you're this more higher spiritual portion of the relations, right? And if you're like this, then there is going to be some things that are coming towards you, right? Where you might feel like it might be helpful to the situation, like it might be okay, it might resolve the situation, but I feel like it's a test, right? Because I'm seeing the burden coming up here. So it's like, maybe, someone wants to come and cause some type of burden. So there's 2 different energies. There's 2 different energies, feminine. Okay? Yeah, and your perception can't be skewed right now. It's really important that your perception is good. Your luck, right? Queen Bee, your luck, industriousness, and your victory, right? But your luck, 7, relies on it right now, feminine. The High Priestess, discernment, and also masculine, also discernment, because this is same. If you're in twin flame, if you're a twin, then you guys could be experiencing similar scenarios, right? Feeling the same things. So the High Priestess, discernment, precedence, prophecy, vision. Okay, so you want to stay in that. You want to stay in that. Now you want to stay in the space of love. However, I see and feel someone or something coming in that's this, a burden and a disruption, right? Burden, disruption. And that's 43, which is a 7, and then 39, which is a 12, which is a 3. So 7 and 3 is 10. So know that you have the choice to end this cycle, but this person is going to be like, ask for forgiveness, okay? But I think, again, this person is going to, now you can forgive, you can make peace or something like this, but that doesn't mean that you have to go back to or move forward, right? Because this person is also attached to the restriction, and this is the energy of 8. So this is the restriction. It's like they're going to restrict you from being able to work or be able to receive abundance. You know, this is a very real thing. Okay. And so what's the other energy then? What is the discernment? Because that's all one. The Raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. Pay attention to the events. Don't just look at the don't just look at the outcome, right? If you're feminine, if you're going through something and you're thinking, okay, something's going to happen, there's going to be a change of events, right? Don't be distracted by the wounded ego, by the wounded human ego, okay? Do not. It's a, it's like, oh, this is their, okay, this is their, what they're going to try to use. And they're not just going to try to use it for their own purpose. They're going to attempt to use this like against you, right? As if it's your ego. So pay attention to the pattern, to the you know, I don't believe in coincidences, but to synchronistic events, right? Pay attention to those, because you're going to see the difference of the wounded human ego, the one that's begging, and the actual partnership, right? And as you stay focused on this actual partnership, right, it's going to change. Now, for a lot of the collective, they have been, some are single and coming into union, some have been with partners and are leaving them, some are getting married, some are getting divorced, some are separate. You know, like there's a lot of things that are happening. But there is partnership, and this is the energy of 2. I mean, of 3 and 2 is the energy of 5. So this is change. It's changing, right? Don't allow your wounded human ego to get the better of you. Stay focused. Okay? That's the energy of 33. So focused on your manifestation, the deer. Gentleness and diplomacy, 22. You know, it's like you can be loving and forgiving, but still know what you want or need. Do you know what I'm saying? Not let your own ego or someone else's ego, interesting, ego get in the way. There is a risk. Okay, let's see what this risk is. But I think it's attached to the eagle. So spirit, integrity, connection to the angelic realm. For the feminine. So the risk is up for the feminine because, I mean, it's not really risk. She has to know. She has to say, again, connected to spirit. We're seeing this now twice. I don't know if you guys can see this. We're seeing this now twice, where she's connected to spirit. You see this? I'm trying to move it. Okay? Here we have the high priestess. Here we have the queen, right? This B is about luck, industriousness. This is discernment, prophecy, spirit, integrity, connection to angelic realm, risk, woman, fertility. So what's at risk is the queen, right? Love itself and our perception. Okay, so our perception in love is going to change. And we're going to know, because here we see 9. Love is the energy of 9. So this is a completion, right? So how we perceived it before is coming to a closing. And then this is a 6, the perception of how we see it, the path ahead. So how we're going to know that it's actually love is by knowing the energy of 6, that it's like an equal, like, and I don't mean like you guys are energetically, emotionally, like spiritually, knowledgeably, sexually, like whatever, compatible on all these levels, right? On all of these levels. And so you see this perception, and you're going to be able to see, look at, yeah, the story, the bard in reverse. You're going to be able to see through the stories, through the lies, through the deception. It's going to be, your perception on love has changed because you are willing to take the risk, feminine, to say, no. Woman, fertility, feminine power, sexuality, friendship, you know, what the difference. She was able to move forward from what is fulfilling her sexuality, her stance, like her representation as a woman, right? Her being, her sheer essence, you know, and it's about forward movement, right? This love is a 9 and the perception is 6. So it's about, now we're moving forward to this other thing. We've completed this old cycle of being perceived that love was a risk, that being open to love was a risk. It's not a risk anymore because she understands, she can see. She can see through the stories, through whatever, you know, the history, the enchanting, the spells, whatever. She can see through it. She knows that his story is just that. It's a story. She doesn't need to hear, right? She needs to see. She understands that masculine is here to be able to do. He's just got to get in this process of letting go. Everybody's got to get in this process of letting go. 44. Hello. So it's like, let's get some tarot and see what we have to say here. Yeah, so 1 is a burden, disruption, asking, begging for forgiveness, and creating more restriction. Okay? Another maybe more magic, more synchronistic events, but there is a wounded human ego a bit, but they're working on that or have moved forward from that. You should be able to focus on the partnership. It should be able to change. With gentleness and diplomacy, right? The cow. Nourishment, abundance, asking and receiving. So you're going to know for this correct partner, because the correct partner, yeah, it'll be like a butterfly, okay? For some of you guys, it could be an old person that's showing up new, right? They may have been a caterpillar before and now they are the butterfly. They could be representing themselves, like representing themselves, as the butterfly, right? They could have come through their cocoon phase, yeah. Okay. Oh, so some of you guys that are planning some bigger stuff, business and other things like this, working with money things and other things, I see the horse here. So accepting help from others, delegating authority. This is important, okay? This will be important. Where some of you thought that it was going to be super easy to do everything before, I don't know that it's going to be like that. So let's get some clarification on this read, okay? And if you want to hear more about this read, I was doing it last night. I read about all of the cards. Now I'm doing more in depth. So if you want to see, you can go to the end of that, the video from last night. Where I go over all of these. But what's going on is the shift or the focus for the, now we all have masculine and feminine within us. There is no specific gender or role in tarot or in energy, right? It doesn't work like that. But for this circumstance, I'm going to be saying masculine, feminine, right? Because there is a matching king and queen, okay? Now, because they are of air, they have ideas. They want to build stuff together. Maybe they're just thinking or dreaming of each other, waiting. Yeah, like the King of Cups energy. They're like holding, with the moon. Yeah. They're holding back their true feelings or emotions for fear of maybe how they will be judged. Also, for some of them, they are worried. They are a little bit worried about if they're going to be able to have the union or not. If there's already been all the towers, if there has to be another tower, they hope not. They hope that we're past this and we can make this nice little offering and find a nice little balance, and that we're not in this. Okay, for some of you, what I'm getting right now, what I'm channeling, for some of you, so you may actually have. Okay, what I'm picking up on is one person. Okay, one person may come out of nowhere. They may pop up, right? The magician. And as this one person pops up, right, to see feminine, right, so they've actually decided to take action, or what? Yeah, they decided they are not going to sleep on their dream anymore, right? They're not going to just hold on to hope or a wish. They understand that they're masculine and they actually have to take action, and they're going to act, right? They're making it happen. The star with the magician. The magician with the star. Yeah, because their world without you would just, they can't. They don't want, again, what I keep saying here is they're willing to offer whatever it takes. They don't want to take no as an answer. They'll take whatever feminine, like whatever you had to say, whatever you had to throw at them, whatever, whoever, whatever it is, they're not letting go. They're not accepting no for an answer. They're not. They're gonna, if you tell them the truth, they're gonna say, okay, and, if you tell them you want to go somewhere and it's not with them, they'll just assume it's with them. Okay. Oh my God, I'm happy. Let's go. Where do you want to go? Okay. With the Ten of Cups energy. Okay, so guys, so what I'm catching here is, let's get spicy. Woo! Let's get spicy here. Okay. So what I'm reading here is the Magician with the Star in reverse. Then we have the World. Then we have Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Wands. But what does it mean? Okay, so what it means is, hold on, you good. What it means is, one is going to balance out the situation and one is going to cause a disruption, okay? That's how you're going to know the difference. Now, what I'm catching here is that as one of them comes in, okay, they can be showing up. If they know where you work, if they know where you live, if they know where you hang out all the time, they're going to be showing up. So what I'm getting here is one is going to be there, right? And it can be different. It can be different for two. I'm seeing two different situations here. One is going to be here proposing their love, offering their love. One is going to be trying to say, but we're in love, but we're in love. They want to party, they want to do this. They may want to say that they want to do work, or they're working towards being able to offer you this cup. But don't be fooled by that, collective. Don't be fooled by that, feminine. Don't let them get you too drunk or too high or anything like this. I'm getting this vibe. or too emotionally distraught to be able to tune into your intuition, right? Your inner strength, okay? Because I do sense somebody here that it is hard to make the judgment call to walk away from them or to make them go away. For some of you guys, there may have been a business. They can be a soulmate from the past. They could be a family member. For some of you guys, they could be a family member, a sibling. They can be an ex. They can be a lot of people. Hello. Yeah, they can be a lot of people. But what I'm sensing actually is as one. Okay. There's a few on the board here. So what I'm catching though here from this is as one masculine is presenting you something, or as one is apologizing or begging, right? They're trying to offer you this new future, trying to say, I am your future, right? I am your future. Don't walk away from me. Don't walk away from me. But they don't have anything to give you except, and not even that good. Maybe they don't even have, maybe the passion is already gone. Maybe this is what they did have to offer before, was like passion or lust. And it's like, it's not there anymore. The 4 in reverse. It's not there anymore. Okay? And feminine is in this very King of Pentacles state where it's like I'm grounded, I'm working on my money, I'm working on my home, I'm protecting myself. But what I feel is what's going to happen is as either one is here apologizing, trying to disrupt the process, the other one is going to enter and give them a piece of their mind so they go away. Like to defend feminine, or vice versa, where one is actually shows up to feminine and is already in this proposition of love, and the previous one becomes extremely jealous. Yeah, and it becomes this really defensive thing, right? To where one is very being very defensive, one is being very passionate, but the other is like, listen, say what you want, like I'm taking action, you know? Or this one is like, no, they're passionately defending, and this one is like, that's cool, but your actions don't match your words, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not, you don't have her. Nobody has her unless they can provide, you know? Okay. But yeah, I do sense this. Yeah, and feminine, you have to stay grounded with your energy, because it can be the difference of you going back. If you defend, yeah, if you go back in and defend this past soulmate or past, could be divine masculine, I'm not really sure. If you go back and defend it and hold on, it's not gonna end well. One of them, a contract is ending, okay? For one of them, or multiple maybe, it's like, for some there can be a run-in with the law. For some there can be a contract that needs to happen, but I definitely see someone fighting and someone missing. Someone, being more over emotional. And it's because they didn't act. It's because they're waiting and waiting and waiting. They didn't take action. They were just banking on feminine being like, you know what? I'm going to be horny and I'm going to wait. They thought for sure she was going to wait. And she's like, I don't wait for imbalanced indecision. I don't wait for somebody that it doesn't know, isn't ready to make decisions, make things happen, take action. and ready to give and receive equally, right? Not this small, like, you know, I don't, I'm an empress, right? Feminine is empress. She needs you to say or do the right things. Okay, guys. So let's get some clarity on what's going on over here. Let's get some clarity on what's going on with the king, right? What's going on with the king or the masculine? Messages from the masculine. So for some of you guys, the masculine has some type of secrets, okay? For some, that he isn't, not that he's not willing to share ever, but it's like not ready to give them up until they know maybe some of yours or something, feminine. For some, what I'm picking up here is the masculine has been busy. He could be planning like a surprise party, and he's worked really hard, and he's not gonna, like, doesn't really want to let go of that, right? It's like, I still want to be this boss provider energy, and I'm gonna test my luck with this, because he feels that feminine deserves, that she's given enough, that she deserves to have something done for her, that she doesn't have to not be, it's not involved, right? Because this is right side up, so it's something is coming to light, okay? It's that he doesn't want her to have to worry about it, okay? Doesn't want her to have to worry about it. It's like, let me handle, he wants to handle a lot of the wish fulfillment, is what I'm hearing. Okay. All right, let's go. What story is this? Let me know. It's getting windy. Someone blowing in with the wind? Mary Poppins style? So can you tell us, what is this Judgment Call in reverse with the Queen of Swords? Okay, okay, guys. Okay, masculine, are you ready for this? You wanted to know, so let's go. Let me take a little. So, I asked why the Judgment Call is in reverse, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. She's not feeling like whatever call or whatever decision or whatever, okay, that it's being respected. She's not feeling that her decision is being respected. She's not feeling that it's fair, whatever someone has decided, as far as this either celebration or surprise party or a third party or whatever this is, okay? She's not feeling like it's very fair, okay? She's not happy about that. The Sun is in reverse. It can be having to do with some family members, some family stuff. It may be, like if it was my case, I would be like, uh, if you have a party with family members that you didn't run by me first, I'm not going to be fucking happy about that. Because there's lots of people that, you know, that's going to cause a problem. And she's not, it's like, this changes, like, she's very serious about, she knows why she's made certain decisions with certain people or certain situations, okay? She doesn't want to wait for other people or other situations as well. She's not into it. She's ready to move on, okay? She's ready to move on. Some of these people are very toxic. Some people that she's upset about that could be part of it could be going against, yeah. Could be fighting, could be causing fights or arguments or battles or something between the collective, right? And she's like, nah, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. If this is my hope and my dream and my wish and my happy ending, then no, it's my dream, my hope, my wish, my happy ending, and my say-so on what I'm not cool with. And like, I'll hold up and wait forever until you sort out these fucking secrets and lies, these thieves, these deceptive people from the past. Yeah. She's like, listen, I could be happy never seeing anybody again, but I'll just be here. I'll be here until it comes to light and you see what's going on from these past people. I'll be here waiting for some better action that's not just action, for somebody that is not, disrespecting all of my hard work, for somebody that's not treating collective, like feminine, as intelligent or as in tune to her intuition, right? She's like, nah, if that means I'm making a judgment call. For some of you guys, masculine, she's, or also he, okay? For a lot of you guys here, what's going on is they're not, like certain of friends or family members or other people are just torturous, you know? They're just a nightmare. They're going to be a nightmare. They don't learn. They're not helpful. Maybe some of them are threatening something. Maybe some of them you think that you need to have around for money or support. That is not the case. That is fake love, okay? And they don't actually want the union. Yeah, look at this. Not everybody around is your friend here, collective. Not everybody around is your friend. They're going to pretend to give you offerings, but they're not, okay? This is fucking up like solid emotions, right? Not coming into union, not rebirthing, not new start, and heartache. So no, you got to know that, so some friends and some family members, maybe some people that are saying that they're going to financially help or support, for some of you guys, they are not on your side. They are not on collective side. They do not want you guys to come into union. They do not want you to win. So just keep that in mind, okay? Now, can you tell us what this five of earth and five of water are? Okay. Goodness. Okay, guys. Okay, collective. Okay, I need a drink before this, so. Okay, guys. So, what's going on over here is one of the masculine. Okay, this is probably past. Thank you. Staying lit. So this is probably past situation. Okay, someone that you were having a rather close, intimate, sexual, passionate relationship. For many of you, feminine collective, this can be an ex, this can be a past soulmate, someone that you thought you were in love with, you guys thought you were in love, but you realized actually it was more this passion, that this is what they had to offer you. They're feeling this missed opportunity, you know, because they fumbled you maybe, you know, they missed their opportunity with you, and now their whole world is tumbling down. So for some of you guys, what I'm getting here is they tried to fuck you up, not just fuck you and run you, but fuck you up. Okay, they try to fuck you up, and instead what happened is the slap back came and it fucked them up, right? It actually, excuse my language, but yeah, that's just what I'm getting, because it's what I'm getting. And so things are falling apart for them. Things are collapsing now for them. The heartbreak, they can feel it. They're beginning to start to see the repercussions of their actions, of their need to follow their very, what do you call it? Their very reptilian, like, brain, you know, where it's just like, feed me, fuck me, fight, you know, it's like this, yeah. And they're all emotionally distraught about it, but this is due to their own choices, their own addictions, right? They're consistently stuck in this lower frequency, and they're gonna come back and try to be like, no, there is no other option. You're my only option. There is no other option. Don't you know? We are soulmates from the past. We're soulmates from the past. But everything that they tell you, I mean, you guys may be, right? And you may be the best option for them. They may just be realizing that now, after the other people maybe fucked them up, right? And so those other options weren't as, the grass wasn't greener, right? And so now we're seeing not like this past soul contract, no. So for some of you guys are ending it, right? You're changing it. You're like, no, nope. I don't care how long I've known you for, secrets and lies, deceptions, things that can't come out. I can't repeat these old cycles. It's not going to end well. I'm not interested. Feminine is not interested. Stand in your knowing power. Stand in your shit. Don't let the fear or the chaos or whatever, you know, come into your space. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. And they're going to keep doing that. And what they're going to do, what I noticed, mine is doing, is just trying to message things or do fucked up things, you know, just to cause a reaction, right? Just to get me thinking about or riled up. So I'm like, all right, no more attention, no more responses. I'm just gonna treat you like this is like a business chat. No love, no care, no nurturing. And you know, it's so crazy how upset people get when you start treating them the way that they were treating you. It's so crazy. They're just like, how could you do this? Where did this mean little evil thing come from? It's like, it's no secret. There's no secret to see. I'm just giving you what you've been giving me, right? And yeah, feminine, walk away. Walk away. Claim back your passion. You know, you don't want to cause another tower. Allow for their Allow for their tower moments to happen. That's karma, okay? They thought that running the single life or doing whatever they were doing was going to bring all their wish fulfillment. Instead, all it's done is brought out all of the lies, all of the things that they haven't been accountable for. For some of them, this can be an older female that is in control of money, and that could have fucked them up because their lie could have come out, and this could be causing a problem of sorting some things out, coming into union, healing. Yeah, just going back to this heartache. Okay. So let's get messages about what is this Nine of Swords, this Fool, and this Justice, the Wish, okay? It's hope. Someone is hopeful. Someone knows. They dream. They focus on their dreams. They keep this dream. It's brought us a long way, right? For some of you guys that have been in union, you've been wondering, like, I don't know any other path, right? I've worked so hard. I've worked so hard to come to this path to create this new world with you. And, yeah. And yeah, they see you as the Empress. Everything that we want to create, everything that's gestation, you know, our balance, our victory. I can't find balance without you. I can't find victory without you. Some of you guys, this is another soulmate. Some of you guys, this is another masculine. For some, it's been somebody that's been hiding for a while that's now coming out, okay? Maybe they were healing something. They were healing maybe some actions that happened, maybe some things that they did to feminine, or that they're afraid are going to come back to feminine, that she's going to see. Okay. I did get an interesting channel this morning, you guys, that was masculine was breaking down crying, right? It was really, really intense. And for some of them, they've been hiding something for a long time, and it's not it's not this love for other people. It's like they've been doing their spiritual work for quite some time, right? And they've been hiding this. They've been hiding it because some of them actually want to they want to come in as this new person, very surprising to the feminine, showing them like, I can be calm, I can be cool, I can be emotional, I can do the work, right? And I did a lot of the work, right? You thought that your twin or your partner wasn't going to be like you, that they weren't going to have similar traits. That's a silly thought. So I got this interesting, this was the channel basically that came through this morning, and it was talking about masculine basically being really upset. He was crying because he was like he's not as high level as spirituality maybe as some of the feminines, but he's known and he's been able to feel, and he's been trying to explore with it, and but he hasn't shared it. He hasn't really shared it with many people. He's kept it this secret, right? He's kept it this secret until he can figure out how to better share it or present himself or help people to work through their emotions. But now he's coming forward. He's coming forward, and he's going to let down these defenses, okay? Because what he's been hiding is actually that what he knows, because he's been tapped into this energy, is he knows that the feminine was his person actually for a long time, and he's been withholding the information because of other people, how other people might see or judge. For some, I'm getting a fear of For some, it's a fear of legality. For some, it's a fear of somebody else, like a psycho ex or something like this. But yeah, they feel bad. They feel bad for all the time, but now they're on their way, and it took them forever. They had to get rid of this. They had to get rid of this other person. They couldn't shake them because they were just that jealous and they wanted to ruin the dream or the wish. Yeah, they were preventing them from coming into union. They were holding on. They were preventing the offering. They were preventing everything except for the higher connected, for the ability for masculine to collect what was his, but also to connect further to source. And also to heal from the heartache, right? Whoever masculine was with before really could have really done a number on them, and I think that they verbally and mentally said a lot of things as if they weren't good enough, right? As if they couldn't be good enough, and they weren't good enough, and all these other things, right? And so that had masculine fucked up for a while. Can you tell me what this... But they're not being the victim anymore. They're not being the wounded warrior anymore. That's why we saw the Nine of Wands upside down, okay? So they're no longer the victim. They're no longer the wounded warrior. Can you tell us what this Fool in reverse is, please? Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, the Fool is in reverse because the masculine feels like this. All this time I've been working, all this time I've been planting seeds, all this time I could have taken action and I chose not to, right? Because I was letting all these other people, all this mental construct that these other people were creating to keep me away, and it took me this long to be able to get them off the playing board, right? To get them off the playing board, and they wanted me to take the top. For some of you, he didn't want to be a dick, but he had to. For others, this is where masculine is at. It's like, listen, I will take everybody out because you're mine. I want to, I'm just hearing this, give it to me, give me that sweet, that funk, that nasty, that gushy stuff. That's what I'm hearing right now. Okay, he's like, I'm coming in, ready or not. I'm gonna make sure that you never feel alone, you never feel abandoned, you never feel unsafe. I want to put an end to that. I want to offer you this stability, and they want to take out whatever, they want to get rid of whatever this other person is, right? This other thing, this other person. For many of you guys, it's there's another person, and this magician is like, nah, I don't want you to think about anything, okay? You have to overthink and tune into everything, right? I want you to be able to feel good. I want you to celebrate. You deserve it. You've missed a lot of time to be able to feel good and celebrate. Masculine wants to provide that, okay? He wants to provide this wish fulfillment. But he wants to be respectful and doesn't want to cross any boundaries, but he, yeah. There's going to be a lot of passion. It's like, if I come in and offer you this, Can we get from the One of Cups to the 11 of Cups? Like on this love emotional level real quick. Can you handle the truth? Can you handle the strength of my love, of my passion? You know, feminine, you know. Like, is this even a decision? Is this something that you need to think about? Or can we share this pleasure? Do we have to deny ourselves this opportunity any longer? Okay? Don't be so strict. Go with the flow. Move to what feels good, feminine. So be in that energy and that state of what feels good. Of people treat me right. People do what they say. People come in and apologize. You know, people will bless me. People will support me. I am supported. I am loved. I am abundant. Right? I am waiting for all my ships to come in because I know they're coming in, and I know this reciprocity, and I know I've done all this inner work. I've done it, and I know I deserve it, and it's coming to me, and I'm not crying about this anything from the past anymore because I know that I have this other wish fulfillment, and I know that I don't have to do it on my own anymore. Sorry, it's an inside joke, you know? And it's coming, feminine. Stay in that space. Stay in that space. Stay out of the space of fear. Stay out of the face of destruction. Stay out of the face of being wounded or the victim or that people are attacking you or have done fucked up things. Stay in your happy place like Peter Pan, right? Stay in your happy place. Don't judge other people. Don't worry about it. Stay in your happy place, imagining this cup of love coming into you from nowhere. From nowhere. This soulmate, this past life, this new divine masculine. This is someone you will feel like you have known. It will just feel so nice, like Victoria. It will be like, now you understand, like all those memes, like you'll understand one day when the universe brings you your actual person, why they had to take out everybody else, right? Why you had to fight so much in order to be able to come into this union. Why you had to go to the depths of your soul and come out, because you need someone that isn't lying, that the honest and the truth and the feeling, the emotions, everything can be shared and the union can be real. And someone that wants to hold on to you, someone that wants to choose you, someone that's going to choose you immediately and hold on to you and never let you go. Someone that is going to make sure that you're always healing, that you have what you need, that your health is a priority, never going to let things get out of hand, never going to be defensive with you, is only going to defend you when necessary, okay? But it's going to stand by you for anything, no matter if you're right or wrong, okay? Doesn't matter. They're also willing to gamble with you. If you say this is the way or this is the whatever, they don't care. If it means the beginning of or the end of something else, they're down. This is ride or die energy, you guys. So tell us about this justice, huh? Tell us about this justice. Oops. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Legacy, I want to be with you, baby. Something like this. I don't know what that is. Tell us about this justice card. Look at again, you guys. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Yeah, they see you as their whole world. They see you as the most valuable treasure or woman or presence in the world. They see that again. They see, maybe they see you everywhere, anywhere they go in the world. They see you everywhere. They want to travel around the world, right? They want to show you off around the world. For many of them, you bring them so much joy and so much happiness. They don't want to dream about you anymore. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to send a message. They want to offer this cup. Yeah, they're coming out of hiding, and they don't care, okay? They finally hit this point where they don't care. They've waited long enough and taken long enough and pretended long enough not to not love you, to not want to come to you, to not be honest with you. For some of you, this can be very strong Cancerian or Aries energy. They waited long enough, right? And they're no longer not waiting, okay? They're now coming back as the Emperor. They're not coming in as a knight or a page, okay? The Emperor, okay? It's like, I'm coming back. I want to work it out. I don't care if you tell me no or kick my ass. I don't care whatever you say to me. I'm still going to be happy regardless. I'm still going to help you out. Even if you tell me to walk away or to go do something, I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it. I'm not going to... I take rejection well. I'm not going to take it personally. I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to cry about it. Maybe you might cry about it. Not sure. King of Cups. They'll try to hold their emotions. They'll try to hold their emotions. They prefer if you weren't so intensely judgmental to them. King of Swords energy. But they're willing. That's good. Bravo, masculine collective. I'm so happy you guys have been scared for so long. So I'm glad you're finally to this willing point. Messages about justice. Messages about justice right here, please, and thank you. Okay, I'm seeing again these... So justice. So it's taken them a while, because this is physical, right? It's taken them a while in physical time, but they've figured something out. Okay, they planted some seeds. They've done some stuff. Maybe what's taken a long time is they've been waiting for a return. Okay, maybe they were waiting for you to find the light from within. Maybe they were waiting to find the light from within as the lovers, right? But I think that they were waiting to, not waiting, like moving slowly, like slowly working on being able to have this reciprocity, right? Being able to be like, yes, I love you and I'm ready to love you, because this is a whole nother thing, right? Is being, we can dream and say, oh, this is a beautiful idea, but are we actually ready, right? Some are like, I want to be with somebody now, right? Let's go. What's funny? Is it worth it? Let me work it. Put your game down, flip it, and reverse it. They've been holding on for long enough, for some of them. Some of them out there have been holding on for long enough, they ain't trying to hold on any longer. And they don't care if that means they want to come together. Okay, this is like 11-11. But if that means union, if that means marriage, whatever it means, they don't want to hold on anymore. They don't want to wait anymore. They don't want to hide their love for you anymore. Yeah, they don't want to wait for whatever to come in. They want to share this passion. They want to, again, we're having the Five of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower. Okay. For many of them, they want to come in and they want to move in together. They want to take you home. This is what was coming out yesterday also. They want to take you home. Okay, if that means they have to marry you first before you're willing to come to their house or come and live with them, or offer them a commitment, or some type of payout or something like this, some type of stability, you just let them know. Whatever it is, you let them know, and they're happy to provide it for you, okay? Happy to give you whatever emotional fulfillment, whatever wish fulfillment you need, okay? They want to be your strength. They want to be your pillar, okay? And they don't need... They're very... Okay, so what I'm getting is they're very private. I keep seeing the Hermit. They're very private, so maybe they're used to... maybe they're used to appearing single or like tough, you know? tough guy to maybe some of their family or friends. For some of them, they may have said, I'm still thinking about this decision that I want to make, but they've already made it, okay? They're just trying to remove these people because they're not sure that these people are down for it. Some of you guys, yeah, okay, for some of you guys, okay, we have the Empress and the Emperor here. There can be some people that were trying to be disruptive about your union. And so they want to not, hello, and so they want to not share. Yeah, they want to do something with you specifically. They want to go somewhere with you specifically because all these other people are causing conflict. Okay. Hello, how are you? Hello, Christina. What is your question? Is it a question, a love question? We're doing divine masculine, divine feminine. What is your question? You single? Are you wondering if you need to be? Or if you're going to be victorious and becoming single? What's your question? Christina, what's your question? I saw some interesting answers. I could tell you maybe what it might be. Do you think Lee is sometimes remembering our good memories of two of us? Okay, while you were typing that, I was tuning into your energy, and what I was getting is that, now you did share some love, and some happiness with this person for sure, but, ultimately they were hiding something else, okay? They were hiding that they had another love, or maybe that they were still waiting for somebody else, or they were just wanting to keep the option open. The Pentacles in reverse. So do I think that they think of good memories? I don't know if it's been long enough. I'm seeing the Five of Wands. So right now what they think is they think of all the disagreements and all of the work and all of the decisions you maybe were forcing them to make or trying to get them to make that they didn't want to make. They didn't want to make the choice to have a happy family, to move forward, okay? They're making all kinds of other choices, but they weren't actually choosing you. They weren't choosing you. It was more of an egotistical thing. They were choosing money or self. I think that it has led to some heartache, and I think that what's going on is actually he realizes maybe that, or Lee, whoever, realizes that whatever these secrets, this lies, this deceptions, because we have the Ace of Swords, right? Not being honest with you, not being fair, not being just with you. He realizes maybe that not being honest or not taking accountability made him be the fool. So I think in time that people will eventually maybe like remember good memories, you know? It depends on how intense, how long you guys were together, if there was trauma, if there was stress, how long ago your breakup was, all these other things. Like, I look at everything as a blessing and a lesson, right? As long as we're finding the lesson in every person and everything, I think that it's okay. Like, for me, I realize that every person is like an epic indigo angel, right? So every person is this beautiful person, this soul family that we signed some type of contract with to help us, to push us forward in our journey, to heal some of our karma or some of our debt, to help us become these more abundant, more loving, more passionate souls. And so what I feel is even when we find ones that, you know, something has to happen, I feel that it's okay, because we realize if we don't get stuck up on what they did, or that it had to end, right? If we focus instead on the work, right? If we it's not necessarily just about happy memories, it's about what was the work or the mission that we had to do together, right? Like, how did we help each other grow, right? That's how I view my last partnership, is like, okay, it was really beautiful. You know, we both had to help each other grow through so many things. And it was nice to be able to be, you know, the lover, the mother, the child, the sister, the baby, the sibling, whatever, you know. It was nice to be all of those, and to have somebody to be all of those, and to learn many lessons together. And when you look at it as, thank you for these lessons, because they've helped me develop and hone in, like, who I truly am as a soul, and where my truth, where my boundaries, where my value and everything lies, right? Sometimes people have to push us, make us leave, or make us wake up, or make us go out of our comfort zone, so we can actually do that. So do I think that, I keep seeing the Ace of Wands. So for you, if your partner, I'm guessing, was male or something like this, what he's missing is probably the sexual interaction, because I keep getting the Ace of Wands. So, but he's like happy that he walked away, and that there doesn't have to be arguments, and that there doesn't have to be this heavy energy, and that there's not defensive, and that they don't feel like under attack, and that they don't have to keep the balance, you know? So, but justice, karma will come around. So if they did something to you, then karmatically it's okay, because the right, proper lover will come in, right? The right, proper lover will come in and now offer you that, because you did what was right, because you're not just going to fold in to getting the D, to getting the passion, you know? You're not just going to fold into that, and someone else is actually going to come in at better, more balanced, that's actually done the work, you know, and that's willing to do the work, that's willing to take the leap of faith, that's willing to create this space, and that doesn't see you as a decision, right? Like, the decision has already been made. So, yeah, the next person that comes in will be willing to fight for you, to create this. They will know, without a doubt, King of Swords, they will know that you're the person that they want to come into union with. And then you guys will be able to have this passionate celebration. And then the ex will be over here like, I fucking missed out again still. That's the whole thing. I want to see what your message says. Yeah. It's the whole thing. It's the whole thing. That's what it is, because the wand keeps, the Ace of Wands keep coming out. That's the most phallic card in the deck, you guys. So anyways, I want to see what this last is. What is this, the feminine working by herself, this Three of Earth? We get the Eight of Wands messages. Resting, the Four of Swords. The Seven of Cups. The Four of Wands. The Ten of Cups. So the message is, relax, feminine. Relax, feminine. Okay, you don't have to think about all these things that you have to do. You can just relax, okay? You can relax. Union is coming in. Happiness is coming in. Love is coming in. Don't worry. You've done enough work. You're going to be able to get what you put in. Okay, so let me just be clear. Now, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And it doesn't mean this read is for everybody, right? For some, he will be taking action because he wants to celebrate with you, doesn't want to waste more time with anybody else, with anything or anybody else. Now, for some of you guys, remember, it's about matching your frequency. It's about matching your resonancy. So you're going to get whatever you put in. So if you've been of devotion to the masculine, then the devotion will be returned. This is reciprocity. It's giving and receiving. So what you have given or what you have been willing to give up for masculine or whatever is going to come back to feminine in tenfold. Hello, Kitana. Is your Six of Cups coming towards you? Past life? Hold on, let me see. I want to see what the moon says, and then I will pull cards for you, Kitana. Can you give us messages on the moon? Ooh, guys. Girls. Guys and girls. Okay, for some of you guys, this feminine. Okay. So for some of you guys, the moon, the secret here at the end of this reading is that this person is moving in such secret that even the feminine will not be able to see them coming in. Look at this. Hiding. She can't see it. Normally the feminine is very perceptive. So what's the secret? Is he is making moves to come in, and it's gonna be out of nowhere. It's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a surprise. And he's a little bit worried because he knows feminine doesn't like that. But he's working to do everything perfectly. So it's not going to be a problem. Don't worry. He must be bringing in something. Okay. For some of you guys, it's a proposal. For some of you guys, it's a business proposal, a wedding proposal. For some, it's an offering to do this. Okay? For some, it might start as something physical or a business proposal. Okay? And bridge to a union, but they're not leaving without a no. They're not leaving without a no. Okay, so not gonna happen. They are not leaving. They are here to change the stars. Okay, so what masculine? Okay, coming in hot. Watch out. Coming in hot, coming in strong, not the victim, not the wounded warrior anymore. No more secrets. They want to put an end to what? An end to what? Woo, an end to the lies, an end to the lies and the deception, an end to the secrets that they want to offer you this cup of love, that you are this cup of love, that you are this 10 of Pentacles, this legacy, this happy ending. They want to give it to you. They want to give it to you. They ain't walking away. It's not even possible. Not walking away. They don't care if you fight with them about it. They're not going to be defensive. They don't care if you have other options. They don't care. They don't care. They're coming in with this message. They're not taking no for an answer. They don't care about what anybody else says. They've already made their decision. They're not walking away without being victorious. Period. Okay? And that is the secret. They don't want you to know, actually, feminine, how much they are obsessed with you, because they can't think of any other path forward than with you. They do not see any other future than with you. For some of you guys, if you do have an ex-partner or something like that, they are having a hard time also because they don't know how to move without you. Interesting. Okay, so is your Six of Cups coming towards you? Okay. They don't want to answer with this deck. Okay. is Katana's Six of Cups? Past life. Is it a past life? Ooh, we get the Six of Wands. Six of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Star. Okay, what is this decision about? Letting go. Okay, for you, you need to let go of, you need to let go of control, and you need to let go of the outcome, okay? When things are divinely guided, we don't get to always choose the path or the way, and you're driving yourself crazy wondering if this person is going to come back. If they're going to come back, right, what is meant for you will not pass you, okay? What is meant for you will not pass you. You will get what is yours. Now, but there is a decision. What do you think is yours, right? What action have you taken to be able to receive that? Or what action are you signaling to the universe, right, that that you have hope for? Because what I'm seeing right here is I'm seeing the Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is telling me you're not ready to actually make a commitment. You want somebody else to make a commitment to you, but you still are running other things on the side, okay? You still have something that you're hiding. So as long as you're dealing with other people and you're not willing to fully commit to this journey or to this other person, then they're not going to come towards you, because you're not a vibrational frequency. You're still entertaining other things, other people, secretly entertaining other people on the side, because that's action. You get inside action that you lying about. So, you know, you have to make a decision. We're in this Plutonian energy, so it's not, there's no gray area. It's black or white. Which do you want? Do you want something new, or are you staying with the old? Are you calling back the old? Do you know? Like, are you calling back the old because it was better? Or, do you know? It's this very Capricornic, this very devil energy where it's like, are you just fulfilling your pleasures right now? Do you know that there's somebody else? Because the other person maybe is not going to enter because they can feel you're fucking off, right? The devil energy that you don't have enough to offer them in the physical plane because you're spreading it around, spreading it open. I don't really know, but that's just the story, yeah. But you're not willing to make a commitment to the lover. Maybe because you've been hurt in the past. Also because you're still consistently waiting for something else. Yeah, but you want to receive all the passion. You want to get all the passion. You're okay to be the other woman, but you also want to get the marriage and start a new path. But you can't do that as long as you're working life the way that you're working life, okay? As long as you're out here playing victim or lying about your needs, then you're not going to get, you're going to get only what you're a match to, okay? So can only see what you're a match to. Okay, guys, as always, I appreciate, yeah, but I don't see you don't, being single is, not being single is a choice. If you're focused on this and you want to stay with this and you know what your dream is, then let that be your thing and let that fill your cup and let your love and your heart be full enough with that. Be secure enough with that. Don't bring in other things because it will cause another tower, okay? It will cause another separation or a break apart from what you want. So, as always, you're very welcome. I appreciate you. Appreciate your likes, comments, subscribes, all your shares, all your action. All of us people out there that are starting new paths, that are walking paths but not knowing where we're going or what's happening, and we're in it to win it. We're down to do the work and to see where it goes. You know, we're surrendering. We don't have to be in control. We're okay if abandonment is the outcome. We're okay. We've been doing it for long enough. It doesn't matter. We're going to go. Six of Swords. We know wherever we're going from here, it won't be boring, right? The universe loves to give upgrades. So when we let go of things that aren't for our highest good, we're allowing for new things to enter, to come in for us. But we got to stop fighting for old things, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result or outcome, waiting for something different to change. The change comes from within, right? Be your own change machine. Be the change you want to see in the world, guys. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. Masculine, if you're out there, offer that cup of love. Let's go. Feminine, stay strong in your intuitive state. Know that there will be multiple people coming in for you, and that they will have similar. It's like a very Joker-esque energy, right? That's why I kind of dressed a little bit like a clown today, right? It's a very Joker-esque energy to where it's like they want to come in and they want to trick you. Trickster energy. And so don't be fooled. Don't just be fooled. Don't be like, oh my God, someone came and that's the first one and that's the answer. No. You're going to know. Use your intuition, feminine, and really tune into it. Thank you. May all of your luck and blessings come your way as well. Infinite blessings, love, and light. Ciao for meow. Zoe out.